Turning now to a look at weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan Siaka. It's been nice to have some ice cream and get on a ride.
It's been beautiful to get outside. This was a photo I took today from the rec trail that kind of comes south out of Castroville, right along Highway 156 there. And in the distance, you can see Mount Toro. So you're looking south, I guess would be like, yeah, just almost directly south toward Mount Toro. And notice how hazy it is today. Now, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, lots of pollution, maybe smoke. I mean, maybe have some PTSD from all of the fires last year. But really, this is just moisture in the air. We go from a day previous to where we had crystal blue skies and not much in the way of haze, a very dry air, to moist air today. It was cool, it was breezy, the air pushed back on shore, and that moisture does make it hard to see across our fields toward our mountains. We'll be heading into a drier air mass over the next couple of days. This was sunset tonight from Salinas, by the way. No clouds in the sky as we capped off our day. And these were our highs, select highs anyway. Fort Hunter Liggett, Parkfield, and Arroyo Seco all hit 79 today. So we did have some warmth out there still. Santa Cruz cooled into the upper 60s. Watsonville mid 60s. Salinas barely out of the 60s. Monterey stayed in the 50s, and Moss Landing and Carmel Highlands, you only topped out at 55, so it was a little bit cooler out there today. Now, what will happen, though, is this big ridge of high pressure, think of it as a big dome of warm air. It's just going to settle in over the region here over the next couple of days. Really, for the next 3 days or so, we're going to be sitting under this big dome of very warm air, and it's going to come in with some offshore flow tonight. That's why we're going to see a little bit of wind over the hills, isolated gusty conditions, 30, 40 miles per hour in some locations. I don't think it'll be a big deal overnight, but either way, we'll get some wind in the hills as this moves in overnight, but it's going to help keep skies clear. Nighttime cloud picture showing clear skies tonight. FUTURECAST is going to show mostly clear skies through the overnight hours tonight into tomorrow morning. It has a couple clouds out over the bay, but I'm not expecting much in the way of cloud cover. We're going to have a lot of sunshine tomorrow. A light offshore breeze early in the day is going to push that warm air all the way to the coast, so it's going to reach the beaches by, late morning, early lunchtime hours, and you'll be in the 70s or so for most beaches early in the day. Now, we'll get a little sea breeze on the south and east sides of the bay in the afternoon. It'll keep you right around 70. But if you live inland, you're not going to see that relief necessarily until much later. So we're going to see much warmer temperatures tomorrow. A big change from today's readings, jumping up almost 10 degrees in Santa Cruz, 77 your high in Capitola, Scotts Valley tomorrow, closing in on that 80-degree mark up on the Highway 9 corridor. And even at the top of the hill, 74 at the summit. Not too bad. Got into the mid-60s today, so that's another 10 degrees warmer. 77, Watsonville, Salinas tomorrow, 78 in Hollister, almost 80 in Gilroy. Castroville, that wind, let me tell you, was biting earlier today, but you'll be in the low 70s tomorrow. And farther south and west, we go to the peninsula, highs close to 70 for most locations. We may even get a little warmer in Monterey, depending on how soon that sea breeze kicks in, but I've got you right around 70 tomorrow. And then farther south, some spots approaching 80 degrees in the Carmel Valley and Salinas Valley areas, and also the San Antonio Valley. So pray for those warmer temperatures. It's going to get even warmer on Wednesday as that ridge really centers in over us. Some cases we may jump up another 5 to 10 degrees. Now, eventually, winds will shift back on shore later in the week. We'll see a few low clouds returning to the coast and cooler temperatures as we head into Friday and Saturday. Right now, Easter Sunday is looking dry. If you watched our newscast last night, I did have a rain possibility icon Sunday. We're pushing that back to Monday of next week, and it's still not a guarantee. So please stay tuned to the forecast. There are some potential chances for some rain next week sometime as the ridge breaks down. But right now, I don't really have a good date for you. Looks like early next week. Inland areas also toasty warm Wednesday to Thursday, cooling off a bit into the Easter weekend. We'll keep an eye on those rain chances next week. Stay with us. We're back after this.